move on here and do this month's reading for them. I bet they're waiting with bated breath.
Okay. Bated.
You want to cut? You don't want to cut. She hates that.
Oh, yay! Oh, that was a quick move. That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
Responsibility is taken off my shoulders. Oh, we had that before.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't that nice? And it's upright.
It is. It is. You guys are very lucky because Cancer got it in the inverse. So what we have is the 7 of Pentacles in the upright, and go join a garden club. We were just talking about this card in relationship to gardening.
Well, you know, their challenge last month was to be reborn.
That's right.
To cross the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's this about? This is about finally getting to a stage where you can, in fact, kind of look at what you've done and admire it.
Yes.
Because that's what he's doing. He's looking at this plant that he's grown, and he's looking at it fondly. He says, oh my God, look what I've done.
It's like
Isn't
a money
it
tree.
Beautiful? It's a money tree. It's that.
It's a home. It's like
home.
maybe you've been nesting.
Or you.
And
This
all
is
the
the
furniture
completion
came
of a project.
together. Yeah. And it looks good. It all fits, and the colors
And
are
there's
good.
one tiny little pentacle right at his feet.
Yes.
And this is the beginning of a way of expansion, of taking it in a new direction. All right, I've done all this. Now what?
Right.
Now where can I go? So it's also the perusal of that idea.
Right. And it's interesting how when you begin a company, there's always an offshoot.
There is always
Or when you see a TV show, it's like a spin-off. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like suddenly one of the characters became so like amazing.
Popular.
Yeah, it's like Sofia Vergara, like she's now spun off as a celebrity. Like she's in every single commercial that you see on TV. Like you'll see Coke, she's in that. You'll see L'Oreal, she's in that.
She's in that. Oh yeah.
You see like her like representing everyone. It's just a spin-off, that's all I'm trying to say.
So something's going to spin off from what you've already done.
Right.
So it's sort of, not even that it's unexpected, but it's sort of a natural.
It's like a possibility.
Right, a natural outgrowth.
Yeah.
Of what you've already done.
Yeah.
And yet it spins off.
Yeah.
And grows and becomes
a thing.
A thing.
Another thing. So now you're gonna have like 2 money plants.
The more money plants, the better. Oh.
Okay. This is my favorite card. I love this card.
It's beautiful.
Every time I see this card, I think of Ava. Why do I think of Ava?
Why do you think of me?
Because you're the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess. This is the calm, cool, collected woman.
Yes.
Who you go to
with your problems.
When you need calm, cool, and collected advice or feedback. Because she can see behind the veil. So I love this card.
It is, and that veil is rather thin, actually. When you look at the card, that veil divides the perceived world from the unperceived world, the invisible world of spirit, of the inner dimension of being, that from which everything is manifest from. There's a thin, thin veil dividing us from that.
Yes.
And so what this means is, you see, she also holds the Torah in her lap. So this is about reaching, using physical methods too, spiritual methods too, to travel at a deeper level, to understand things at a deeper level. So maybe, since it's in your challenge position, that single pentacle that is at your feet where you need to sort of decide what to do to grow, or that offshoot, as we were saying. Maybe you need to go inside and to consult your own deep inner wisdom to find what to do with the plenty that you've already created.
Wow. I like it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't you think?
I do. I love it. I think that's right. I don't have anything to add to that, which is, as you well know out there, you're highly unusual. Okay. I do think so. I was transparent.
I'm astounded. She has nothing to add to that.
Okay.
Oh,
card number 3.
Card number 3. For Sag.
That's a good card. I like that.
Card.
I like that card. It's the Queen of Swords.
Upright.
And upright, yes. And it is not unlike the challenge position.
No, it isn't.
Unexpectedly, this is another queen. Well, I always see her as queen, but she's really the High Priestess, major stuff. This is the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is also logical. She's also calm. She may seem unemotional, but she does not make decisions based on her feelings.
No.
She makes them logically, through reason. And I love that.
So the juxtaposition of these two cards is very interesting.
It sure is.
Because they're two really polar opposites, in a sense. Because on one hand, you need to go deeply intuitive. That's your challenge. But on the other, unexpectedly, you need to be rational.
Yes, but I do see a lot of similarity as well, because it's staying right between these two polar opposites.
Which is
she's exactly in the center.
And the
yin and the yang. I mean, she is like positioned perfectly. What is it that you always say? It's like the golden mean.
The golden mean.
Right?
So
the challenge is to stay perfectly centered.
That's it. To stay centered and to be to demand the facts, to impartially investigate the situation.
Well put.
And to reach a reasonable conclusion. That is what needs to be done unexpectedly.
Right.
And you'll do it.
And you'll do it.
And you're going to do it.
Right.
Because she is the doer.
Right. Can we flash a picture of me as the Queen of Wands?
Yes, let's. Oh, it's so beautiful. Trudy is the epitome of the Queen of Wands. Yes. I think it's beautiful.
Very, very nice. Oh, she's smiling. This is good. It's a major arcana card. It's the Fool.
Upright.
So there you go.
Now you got that at the end and I got that at the beginning.
Really?
Uh-huh.
For what and what?
Pisces.
True.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go again. Here's the Fool, and it does make sense because in the position of challenge last month, what did we have for you, Sag? We had the World.
Oh, we had the World, right? To be
so
reborn.
You're starting over.
And you met your challenge, obviously.
You did. Well, you're starting over, which is really cool.
And you're ready to take a risk. You're ready to start out and just fearlessly pioneer. Go ahead and be that pioneer.
Yes, it's not really telling us, this reading isn't really telling us, I don't see, because what I see in this, it's all over the place, okay? We've got Pentacles, which is all about
that's true.
Admiring what you've done, which is a very material card, so you're looking around at what you've manifested, or what's actually manifesting.
There's another way to look at this card, which is the Fool upright. And this is our whole attitude towards madness. You know, we never took madness as seriously as we do now. Now, a madman is ostracized. They put him in an institute, get him off the street, and we don't pay any attention to them, and then we put him in an institute in which we try to correct the problem, which is that he's not normal.
Well, basically all the really crazy people are on Wall Street, but keep going.
Well, they are. And they're in other places.
Usually they're at the head of corporations.
Yes.
And actually that's a proven fact, because they say you have to be an egomaniac to head up a corporation.
A narcissist.
They've done studies.
Of course.
Go ahead.
The best leaders are narcissists.
Yes, which is actually a mental illness.
But the problem is that the book of mental illnesses have become so profuse and so wide-ranged that we all fall in there now. We all have some sort of mental disorder.
That's right.
But what I'm driving at is that previous cultures, more primitive cultures, used to have deep respect for the madman because he could see things in a completely unique way that other people could not see. And so in Shakespeare, it's always the madman that delivers the wisdom.
Oh, right, at the end.
At the end.
Yes.
So this is about being a little bit mad.
Can we roll some Shakespeare?
Let's roll some Shakespeare.
Here it is.
Here's a madman from Shakespeare.
Okay.
So, in other words, there is a certain madness that you allow to take place in you. Something eccentric, outside of center, that propels you forward. You've got the little dog yelping at your foot saying, "Don't do that!" So you have a lot of people around you saying, "Are you crazy? You can't do that." And you say, "Well, not only can I do it, I am going to do it." And you take tremendous risk, and you go out, launch yourself, and you become free.
And you discover. I see a lot of discovery in here.
Yes.
Because it seems as if there needs to be some sort of like roaming about, like a walkabout, or
yes.
What is it that they say? Not all those who roam are lost.
Yes.
So, I mean, some of that needs to really happen this month, because we've got this card, which is the High Priestess in the position of challenge, which is discovery. So, like, you really need to go out and discover either yourself, or perhaps there's something that, well, it is yourself really, because there's things that are hidden from you.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't take the journey, if you don't do the walkabout, you're never going to sort of have that awakening.
I'm glad you brought that up, because the High Priestess does often imply something hidden.
Yes.
And it's your challenge to find that.
There's going to be some sort of awakening that
Awakening.
occurs, because the next card after the Fool is the Magician.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So then you manifest.
But before that, this is like about discovery.
Right. And about following your impulse.
Following
also those rather, again, bizarre ideas.
But still we have like these two cards. So these two cards, discovery, walkabout, give yourself the, space.
The space.
And the time to do that. And then we have this sort of re-examination of everything that you've done, to date.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly, what is this Queen of Swords? Where does she fit in?
Well, she could represent simply somebody who comes into your midst and offers you a more rational solution, or she simply becomes a part of the mix.
Because initially I was like, wow, she goes along with the High Priestess. I kind of see that. There's this discovery going on with the High Priestess, and then we have this very logical. Maybe that's what it is. It's like the discovery of like the facts. Like
facts.
Yeah, what are the facts?
And that somehow liberates you. Because the Fool comes right
So it's almost like Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, God.
Think about it.
I mean, the man can't live nowhere, never be seen by anyone.
Of course. Well, lots of people know him, but they don't know that he's Moriarty. You yourself may know him.
Jokes are not your strong point, Holmes.
No, I'm perfectly serious. He has 100 disguises and 100 aliases. And I'm pretty certain he had a hand in this bank robbery.
You discover the murderer.
You discover the facts.
Yes. You put it all together. You piece the puzzle together.
Yes.
And then suddenly you're liberated. And
That's
you go
right.
forth.
And you move forward into your next life.
And you move forward into the next stage.
Because
of
you're
your
still
life.
at the 0. Thank you so much for watching Sherlock Holmes, Sagittarius.
Yes, you sleuth your way through the month of November.
That's right.
And,
do a
stay
little
tuned.
walkabout.
And do a little walkabout.
Yes. So stay tuned, yes, because at the end of this video, which we have arrived at, and I know you guys are very sad, and you can watch it over again. Just rewind, but we're going to tea.
Truth and tea.
And Ava's dressed in a beautiful Isaac Mizrahi dress.
Thank you.
And she's ready to go.
I'm ready to
And
go.
I'm going along with her.
Yes.
And we're going to answer some of your questions, comments.
You'll be delighted. We just have tea and crumpets.
It's too fun.
It's too fun. So we'll see you there. Thank you very much for coming to our Oracle table this month.